So I bought this, and then I watched the show. That is Cookies and Cream that hasn't been tasted yet.
I saw the trailers and everything. I thought, let's give it a try. It was really good.
I think episode 1 was really good.
One thing that initially helped me get into the series itself was that magic school of
After the mystery picked up, I started liking the vibe a lot. It reminded me of Harry Potter a little bit.
A new person comes to town and shit goes wrong in the town.
And the aesthetics and everything was really good. The marketing was insane.
I think we could retrospectively sort of rename this episode as teen drama instead of Wednesday, but
Hey guys, welcome to our podcast, Two Bytes Deep. I'm Merab. With me, I have my co-host Ishmam and Shafkat. And today we have a guest, our friend Aaida, who's gonna be reviewing with us. So we're gonna review the TV show Wednesday. It's one of my favorite Netflix TV shows. And season 2 is coming out in 3 weeks or so. 3 weeks from our recording, I don't know when this is gonna come out, but 3 weeks from now, it's the season 2 is coming out. So we'll be doing a review of season 1 and what we expect from season 2. So let's get started. Let's go through everybody's initial impressions of it, and then I'll give my impressions. So let's go from my view. Ishma who's next. Ishma, what are your takes?
So I think for me, it was a hard show to get into. When I started watching the show, I was actually making a Netflix extension to make dual subtitles. So it was a very weird intro to the show. I watched the beginning of the show 70, 80 times because I was using it for French translations. But I did find it very intriguing and did want to continue the show, but then never did it. Afterwards, Merab was sort of nagging me to watch it constantly, and I didn't know if I wanted to do it. And then I went shopping in Walmart, and I found this. And I'm like, now I gotta watch the show. So I bought this, and then I watched the show.
What is that, Cookies and Cream?
That is Cookies and Cream that hasn't been tasted yet. I will let you know how it is after I taste it in the video.
How many days? You bought this a long time ago. Is it expired?
I don't think
It's cereal. It's probably not, but yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just cardboard. Anyways,
Probably gonna taste like cardboard too, but yeah.
We'll find out. I watched the video. I watched the series, and then I really wasn't getting into it. I think after the first 2 episodes, I think after the mystery picked up and I started liking the vibe a lot. It reminded me of Harry Potter a little bit. So I think in the second half of the show, I was starting to enjoy it a little bit better. And I think we can go a bit deeper into that after everyone else gives their sort of first impressions. So yeah, Shafkat, you want to go next?
Yeah, for me, the first half of the whole series was very much a slog. I was debating whether I wanted to keep continuing myself. It was you and Mara who was always no, you gotta watch this whole thing to the end. You can't take any shortcuts or anything. So I sort of pulled myself down, saw the whole thing, and I do sort of give it props. The ending was pretty good. I'd say the last quarter, the last 2 episodes or so, pretty strong. They tied a lot of loose ends quite well. But then again, as I said, the development I felt was quite slow. And one thing that initially helped me get into the series itself was that school of sort of magic, school of gifted children, or not gifted, or outcasts and special children, monsters and stuff. So coming back from that Harry Potter world into this, it felt interesting. I was hoping to give it a shot just because of the relevance there, and just because I remember Addams Family vaguely as an animated series as a kid. So but not the selling point for me initially, but yeah, it ended off pretty well, I say.
Yeah. Aaida, your takes?
Okay, I don't like it. Overall, I don't like it. I think episode 1 was really good, and the aesthetics and everything was really good. The marketing was insane for this because it came out every Wednesday. I think Merab and I were watching it every Wednesday.
We watched a few of the episodes together, yeah.
Yeah. And then, no, we didn't watch anything because you don't wait for me, man. you don't wait at all. So that doesn't make sense to me. I don't want to watch things with you anymore. But it came out every Wednesday, and then there was a gap. The first half came out, there was a gap, and then the second half came out. I got bored within that gap, and they shouldn't have done that. That was my only thing.
No, they released it all together. They released the entire
there was a
thing
gap.
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe
No.
I took a gap. Maybe I got busy or something. Yeah. But no, I mean, overall, it's like a very mild version of what Adam's Family is supposed to be. But then again, I have to think of it in terms of like it's a Wednesday kind of thing. And it's like its own thing. They kind of made it more like a teen series, and I didn't like that. But I don't really like teen series, so yeah. That's my take.
Nerab's been telling me that this is your favorite show.
This is Merab's favorite show.
And then she was like, and then he was like, we have to have Aaida on because she loves this show.
I remember having a conversation with Aaida since she really liked the show. I was like, okay. And then like now she's saying she doesn't, like, I don't know. But like anyway, my takes on it. So I really liked Wednesday. I initially, like, when it first came out, like I was hesitant in going into it, but like I saw the trailers and everything. I thought, let's give it a try, because like, you know, like I watch like a lot of these Netflix shows, like that are about like teen drama, like The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, Wings. Like these all kind of turned up as flops. I was like excited to watch them, and they turned out very shitty. Like The Adventures of Sabrina was like okay for the first season, I think, but season 2 and onwards was very downhill. Like it went very shit. Same with Wings. Like Wings was shit from the start. Like they completely changed the plot of that TV show from like the original Wings animated series I watched as a kid. So those were like so like I was like very hesitant. I was like, is this gonna be another flop? But like thankfully it wasn't. It was really good. It reminded me of a lot of TV shows I watched as a kid, like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It reminded me a lot of like a TV show I personally loved a lot. It showed on Nickelodeon, I think, Spooksville, which is about, like, it wasn't like similar, but it was like on the same line where like a new kid comes to town and like a lot of mysterious shit happens in the town, and they like see what's going on. And like there were a lot, I don't remember the name. I feel like there were a lot of TV shows like that when we were kids. You know, like a new person comes to town and shit goes wrong in the town.
Yeah, this one had a very much of a Nancy Drew vibe to it, right? Like it becomes this detective thing, or this like single detective. She's a kid. She's a little girl as well, and I think Nancy Drew had a dog. She has a thing. Like,
Nancy Drew, that's one of those. And like, there's a lot of them. Like, if you remember as a kid, like watching TV shows where like, oh, a new person comes to town, a small town in like some place, and like, you know, shit starts happening there. Like, it reminded me of that, and like, I don't know, it was like I found that like nostalgia and everything like really fun, and like obviously it reminded me of Harry Potter too. That's why I liked it a lot.
I mean, I like the mystery aspect.
Did you like Riverdale?
What?
Were you a fan of Riverdale?
I was like, I didn't like Riverdale as much. Like, I don't know, it was like too angsty, like too, I don't know, like.
And Wednesday isn't.
It wasn't as much as Riverdale.
Yeah,
like, I mean, both are teen dramas, I think, right?
Like, yeah, Riverdale
I guess for Riverdale,
so
like it seems so sore just because I guess the actors didn't seem their age. Per se, I thought like the actors seemed way older to act as teenagers. They were like more closer to their 30s, I'd say, than teens.
Yeah, some of them were in their 30s. I thought it was like such a like a dumb. Like, I don't know. I kind of lost my interest in Riverdale when I saw like I think like KJ Appa's character. What is his name? I forgot.
Archie.
Archie having an affair with this teacher, and like, wow,
dude.
What the fuck is going on?
Riverdale is like a whole other thing. I feel like that can be covered elsewhere because KJ Appa, he's way too hot to be Archie. Like the whole point of Archie is he's ginger, he has freckles, like, and somehow girls like him. That was the whole thing. Yeah. It's weird, but no.
But yeah, but when you were saying like the, you know, teen drama things happening, you know, around them reminded me of Riverdale, and that's another show I didn't like.
Like Riverdale was too much teen drama. Like there's like a good like a safe point. Riverdale went past that in miles.
Like Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf did not. Like, none of you guys watched it. Like, you guys
I watched the first episode because you made me watch it.
You guys watched the first episode and they're like, dude, there's a lot about friendship in it.
You know what?
There's a lot of like.
Teen Wolf came out at the same time as Vampire Diaries. I don't like either of them, but I think Vampire Diaries is way better compared to Teen Wolf.
You guys didn't watch it, so like it's like
Okay. Let's get back to
it's like Vampire Diaries is so much better. I didn't watch the other one.
I did.
You watched one episode.
Yeah.
Because it was so bad.
Like you need to get what's the first 2 or 3 to get into it, like there's a lot like I really like the lore in the series. I think the lore is really good, like how
all right, guys, let us know if you want us to do an episode on Teen Wolf and how much Merab loves it. We can
please, I'm not doing another series, bro.
I don't think
I've had it hard enough.
Yeah, Teen Wolf, because like it's like
I can watch Teen Wolf just to bash on Merab.
Yeah, how many episodes does Teen Wolf have? Like how many?
All right,
I think we can retrospectively sort of like rename this episode as like Teen Drama instead of Wednesday, but let's see how the rest of this episode goes.
There are exactly 100 episodes of Teen Wolf.
Yeah, no, okay. I'm out.
Shafkat, you can always read a Wikipedia summary, so.
I mean, that was your problem. You didn't let me do the Cliff Notes version of this one. Oh, you have to watch the whole thing, and I saw through it.
And you liked it at the end. I think
I don't think the end was worth a 6-episode sort of like hustle.
I think I like the vibe of the show in general. I think that's the only thing that kind of kept me going. Like
it felt
cinematography.
It felt short. It felt short. Cinematography, I honestly don't think it really. I think the only thing that was good in terms of like CGI was how they made Thing and its movements. I really liked how. Thing used a lot of very simple gestures, which I probably wouldn't have thought of to sort of like explain ideas. Because I was like, if you don't, I was thinking like Thing would communicate mostly in sign language, and the others would respond to it similarly. But it was quite intuitive, and he was like, when Wednesday got attacked, she felt like that, and some of the other parts over there. So. Not too bad, but yeah, I guess Thing was one of the more interesting characters. I did like the small cameo of Fester. Like, that was one character I almost forgot about. And like when the actor came into the show, I was like, oh my god, I remember this face, like that round face with those like black dark circles around the eyes. I remember this person. A lot like grew. But yeah, I really like that cameo, and I like his sort of.
Okay, there's a fun fact. You know that red-haired, teacher-looking, glasses girl?
Yes.
Yeah, so
she was the original Wednesday.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. Not the original, but the movies that came out in the 2000s-ish. Okay. She was Wednesday. That was so sweet. Yeah.
Was that like the
villain
of the show?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I see.
Turned out.
Yeah. So do you guys want to talk about the plot twists or what?
Yeah, like but
might as well.
That, like one thing like Shafkat was saying was like like I forgot what I was gonna say.
The Thing.
What were you talking about? Like you were
the Thing and like CGI and like how the Thing was communicating.
One thing about Thing, like the entire time, like it was like actually filmed by a person in his green suit he was like completely covered from head to toe.
Okay,
that makes sense.
And like it was just his hand that was showing, and like I saw like the behind the scene. That was so funny. Like the guy was just like using his hand and like crawling around. It was like it seems so funny to me.
I like the cinematography a lot. I think the aesthetics were so nice. Like, everything was polished, and they spent a lot of money on it for sure.
Yeah. One thing, like, I feel like, and like, I think they're doing it because, like, I've seen like the promos, and like they're going much more into like each class of outcasts. Like, I saw a trailer where they're like, oh, like this psychic, these are their powers. Like, they're like finding like 7 or 8 types of like outcasts or like more. Right, so I like they're going more into the lore for the next season, which I'm really excited about because like I feel like there's a lot of lore that they like introduced, like that they can go very much into. Like we saw like psychics, but like I thought like there were like multiple types of psychics, because we saw like that guy what's his name?
Rowan?
not Rowan. Yeah, Rowan. He used telekinesis, like he could move people around. Wednesday got visions. The art guy, I forgot his name, but like,
What was
Wasn't
his
he like a
thing? I didn't even
siren?
know.
Wasn't he like a siren?
no,
He
he
was a
was a
siren.
psychic too. He was a psychic.
Didn't that guy have
Oh.
tails and he sabotaged a few boats and something?
No, you're thinking about a different person. That was the other. That was
Okay.
like another guy. The art
What
guy.
about
like
the bee guy? What was the bee guy like? What was his thing?
he's apparently also psychic. He can like communicate with bees. So like I'm like
Oh.
I think like there's like different types of psychic. So I really want them to go into those lore. Like why are there like different types of psychic? Why does one person have
Bro,
a
if we
specific
do
power?
talk about lore, I was expecting them, like, to me, like, this Wednesday seems more of a spin-off than the real thing, which is the Addams family and them having that
Yeah,
spooky house and everything happening in that house. I thought they'd bring more of that up, or at least, like, shift the dialogue and, like, focus towards that a bit more, but I don't think that's going to be
Yeah,
happening.
it
This
is.
is
Like
definitely
one thing we
taking
have to
this
note. It is
Nancy
like
Drew
Wednesday.
shape.
Yeah, it is like
Yeah.
named Wednesday, not Adam's family.
Yeah.
So
But you know the
I
sad
mean-
part? I liked the scenes where the entire family was there.
Yes, and that was so far in between. Like you only
Yeah.
had Pugsley for a few scenes, you only had Morticia for so long, and the time they had on screen it was quite impactful and it was quite
Yeah,
enjoyable.
I
The
think
dynamics
yeah,
that they had,
that's
particularly
one
like
of
the father daughter, the mother daughter, and everything. Yeah, over there.
Yeah, that's one of the things I saw. They like promoted like the entire Adams family. I think except for the uncle to main cast now, and like Pugsley from the trailers, he's like now a first year student. So that's gonna be fun to us. Like with now Pugsley in the actual academy now too. Like what does he do? You know.
Yeah, I mean, but is Pugsley also psychic or something?
He's a different mutant. Like he has like electric powers. I forgot what it's called.
Oh. What
Like
did
Alaska.
their father have? Like,
We don't really
They're-
know. Like,
they're
He's
not
just
all-
crazy. He's just freaking crazy.
Well, the whole
Like-
point of Adam's family isn't that fact that they have powers, it's that they're half dead. Right?
Yeah. But like, they're all like outcasts like in the series, and like Pugsley has the same power as his uncle. Which is like electric. So I'm guessing like his father probably has similar because like they're brothers. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea. I'm guessing like that's inherited from his father's side, and like Wednesday inherited the powers from his
his
mother's
father's superpowers is PDA.
side. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't do
Unapologetic.
a lot of that in this Wednesday series. They didn't like overdo it.
Every time he was on screen, he did some form
Yeah.
of PDA.
He
Every
did,
time.
but like it wasn't
He
like
just
gross.
wasn't on the show.
I wanted it to be
Yeah.
gross.
Mostly
You
on
wanted it to
Morticia's
be gross.
Because
arms,
that's
but
what it's
yeah.
supposed to be. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
It was pretty gross though. Like the way they kiss is like very I don't know weird.
Yeah.
That was their character. That was what they do in the
Yeah.
original shows and everything.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm just saying, like, it was like pretty gross. Like the way they did it. That's what I mentioned. Like we were saying, like plot twists. Like for me, like honestly, I was kind of expecting like most of the plot beats. Like there was like I don't think like there was any time like there's something like happened like I didn't predict maybe at least like an episode before. Like I thought like a lot of the plot beats were like very typical of like normal teen shows. There wasn't like anything very like like oh shit I was surprised. Like personally like but like I really like the aesthetics, the entire thing. Like the lore and everything. Like I thought like it was a good build up.
So this is your favorite show, but you didn't.
Not my favorite show, but I really liked the show. Like I never said it was my
You
favorite.
really liked the show, but you expected the entire plot.
Let's just call back to the first part of the video. You said it was your favorite show.
I said it was one of my favorite shows, not my favorite
Okay.
show.
I don't
Meryl
know.
has too
But yeah,
many
no,
favorite
I'll
shows.
give it a bit of credit. Like I thought the twist itself, it was pretty good. Like I personally didn't see like Tyler being that thing. Like there were a few other folks that I particularly like Xavier, the guy that got framed. I didn't think of anyone else other than that guy was sort of like being the monster. But Tyler, like, and sort of like having those hints about his mother, and that all sort of like made sense quite later. But it was one I probably wouldn't have been able to predict either way. So I always thought of him like totally out of the picture. He always seemed so sweet and nice and everything, which was a really good facade. And I really like that scene how sort of like he goes and confronts Wednesday and tells her that you aren't always going to win. And this is something I like in general when sort of like the antagonist sort of like gets a really good last laugh sort of like moment, though he does get caught and everything. But I thought like that was a really solid moment. Was that the second last episode? I think not too sure, but that was like a really good point in the series.
Well, like one of the things like I thought personally is that this entire thing, right? What was I saying? Like for like Tyler's entire thing, like I thought like I kind of like initially I thought like, oh, okay, for sure, like it was like I forgot the name of the art guy. What is his name?
Xavier.
Xavier, yeah. So Xavier, I also initially thought Xavier was like the person who's behind the entire thing, like, and he seemed like that type of person who would, like be it, like, cause like he seemed like very into Wednesday from this get go, and I was like, why? Like, it doesn't like make as much sense, but in retrospect, right? But later on, like as like I was watching it, I think like around episode 3 or 4 is when I was like, like he always disappears. Like Tyler, like he always disappears when like the freaking Hyde shows up. There's excuses, yeah, for sure. And like once I like started thinking along those lines, it became very apparent to me that he was like the Hyde.
I think I was suspecting him to be the Hyde, like him or Xavier. But then, like, I think in the part where they go into the house and then he comes out with the scratch, that fooled me. Like, I think I was like, oh, okay, like he got attacked, so he can't be the Hyde. And that's how I got like completely kind of tricked at the end when he came out as the Hyde, because I thought maybe it's someone else. I did kind of guess that the what was the psychic or something, whoever was like unlocking the Hyde, that's either the therapist or the homeroom teacher, right? Like I was like, it's either one or two of like either of them.
Like, I thought personally, I thought like the sort of like case closed with the therapist. I didn't see it going one step further, which was a really good thing.
Like I thought, like as soon as the teacher,
like I didn't see the connection between that homeroom teacher and the therapist happening anyway.
It's because like I knew that like there was I guess for me it was more like whenever they said like there was one person in the family who didn't die, like of that, like I forget the guy's name. The weird face guy's name.
Laurel didn't die.
Yeah, Laurel didn't die. And I was like, one of them has to be Laurel. And like when and then
I was expecting like they show like a 90 or 100-year-old lady, right? They said like she died like 20 years ago or like 7 years ago or something.
It's a show about with like superpowers and shit. Obviously, it's not going to be an old
I thought
baby.
They'd at least have some semblance of, I don't know, like you suck blood to gain youth, or like you do some sort of like magic.
No, why would Laurel be like old, right? Because like her brother, like Laurel's brother, was like the same age as Wednesday's parents, right? Because like why would Laurel be old? She was the younger sister.
That's true.
And that's one thing I had a gripe about in the show. There were like so many names. There were so many people to follow. There was Crackstone, and how like this Ansel and Laurel and that whole family sort of like comes into the shebang. For a good 1 or 2 episodes, I had a bit of trouble placing like Goody Adams, was it? Goody Adams into the whole picture with sort of the past and the present and like there's just too many names.
You know why that happens, Shafqat? That happens when you binge a show in 2 days.
And then not only that, Shafqat watched it at 2 times speed. Or like 1.5 times speed.
I remember everything so well just because I finished it 2 hours before this episode got recorded, so whatever.
You remember it well, but like I didn't find it difficult to follow the characters when they were in the show.
Same.
Like at no point was it like, oh my god, who is this character?
There was like there's so much happening.
There's like not, I don't know, man. Like it was like there wasn't as much happening.
And then there's Weems, and is Weems and Thornhill the same? Is it like is Thornhill the last name of Weems, or is Thornhill the herbology teacher?
Weems was the principal, right? Yeah.
Who's Thornhill?
I don't know. You're just coming up with names.
There's Thornhill somewhere.
I don't know. It might be Weems Thornhill or something
Probably.
like that.
Thornhill?
Yeah, there's
No, it's
Thornhill.
no. Like Larissa's name is like Larissa Weems. Like Thornhill was the name, like the fake name of
The teacher?
the teacher, like
The
Christina
homeroom,
Ricci's
yeah.
character. Yeah, the homeroom. That was her fake name.
Yeah,
Her
like that
real
was
name.
Thornhill. Yeah.
Yeah, her real name was what is it?
Something Crackstone.
Yeah,
right?
something Gregstone.
Laurel.
Laurel's Crackstone.
Yeah, and like
Laurel G. It was a G.
Yeah.
LG.
No, it was a C. It
G.
was Crackstone, I think, right?
No.
Whatever.
Crackstone
I
was
think-
like the original Pilgrim thing.
Yeah, but it's his kid, right, or something.
No,
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like distant.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
distant
they are.
relatives. They're like descendants, but long. So they spent a long time.
Whatever it was, I think I connected the fact that person has to be someone we know, and then that person has to be the person who unlocks the hide, because they want to, wreak
Oh,
havoc.
yeah, it's
And
Laurel
because-
Gates. It's Laurel Gates. Yeah, you're
All
right.
right, the
Shah.
Gates family, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, it's gonna be one of the two people, either the psychiatrist or the homeroom teacher. And when they caught the psychiatrist and they didn't go any further with it, I was like, obviously it's the homeroom teacher now. So I was just waiting for that reveal to happen.
See, all of the mystery was fine. Did she need two love interests? I don't think so. That's my beef with it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think they were love interests in the beginning.
Like, I don't
Oh
think
my
like,
god.
Wednesday-
No, it was so
Wed-
set up from the start.
I know. And then I'm like, when they were like, oh, like, Wednesday, aren't you gonna go on a date with me? And I'm like, is this what they were doing? Like, it
I
was
think
kind of
like
cringe, to
Wednesday.
be honest.
I don't think Wednesday
For
thought of
Xavier, it was always manipulation, and with Tyler, it was also manipulation to a certain extent until the very end when they ended up kissing. Like she was genuinely falling for Tyler at that point, but then she sort of like discovered.
Why would
sort of,
Xavier be manipulation?
Because like,
She was
Wednesday
manipulating Xavier to
she
sort of
was
like
completely
right,
manipulating
the
the
monster.
Xavier.
Right. Makes sense.
I don't think there was a point at any point until like maybe at the very end that even at the very end I think Wednesday was only interested in Xavier as a friend, but like Xavier was definitely into Wednesday for the entire show, but like Wednesday they didn't give a shit. Like Wednesday was like trying to use people, and like I like that about her. It was like very funny. Yeah. I really like Wednesday and Enid's dynamics. You know, they're like completely polar.
Alright, we didn't talk about Enid,
I don't
Shafqat's
like-
favorite character.
Oh, really? Why?
I like her. I liked her character.
Yeah, I liked her character too. What?
I kind of did too.
It really balanced out this excessive edginess of Wednesday, which I honestly didn't like. She like I get it how Wednesday's sort of like grim and she's sort of like that single tone of voice all the time, like there's no fluctuations or anything, and how everything she says she sort of like spins it into a pun and stuff. But Enid definitely felt she had to sort of like overcompensate, and she had to do that just because of how bland Wednesday would have been otherwise, and until like Thing came in.
Yeah, I also really like Emma Myers as an actor, so that's just that too.
Wait,
We're up talking about his little crush. Look at him giggling.
Yeah, so one of the things like I personally liked about like in his character was that she like it was a lot about their friendship, right? Like I think like it was like a very one-sided effort from the very get-go from Enid's side. I don't know why though. Like I don't know why she was so interested in becoming friends with Wednesday. Like if somebody ignored me like that, I would like will always be, kind of like, oh, okay. If you don't give
I mean, she said that herself, right? Like even her mother was telling her like, "You're so needy. Be like a doormat. You're so needy," and stuff like that. Like she internalizes that herself.
Yeah, I think that's like I feel like we need to go a little bit more into like Enid's background, because we don't really know much. We saw like her like entire thing with her family and how she needs to be accepted into a pack, and like how like her worries about that like if she doesn't fit in, what happens, right? Like and like at the end she was finally able to wolf out, like become a werewolf, and now she technically should be part of her pack, right? So I have no idea like how this entire thing plays into her dynamics and like why this was like is like her family very, I don't know, demanding. Are they like, did they say that they're gonna disown her if she doesn't become a werewolf or something? I don't know. But like I really want to see like her back and what makes her like that. Like what makes her like people aren't always super optimistic unless like something happened in their life, right? Like they aren't like, like there's always like something, a backstory behind like a person's optimism or like negative. Like,
I think it depends on the person. It doesn't always mean they're like super optimistic because something happened to their life. I think that's very one-sided.
But in media, it's always
no.
that.
Media can change. Media can evolve because people evolve. People are different.
But it's kind of funny. Mirab's like, anyone who's good to you, they have some shit happen in their lives. They can't be that good. The world must make them suffer.
Like, it's like I remember like hearing a dialogue or like a quote somewhere, like the brightest smiles have like the darkest histories or something like that.
That's some angsty teenager. I'm 14 and this is deep shit. And that is the stuff that Mirab loves.
Yeah.
And teen dramas.
Yeah.
And Teen Wolf. Oh my god, that has everything.
Dude, Teen Wolf is so good. Like, honestly, like, if I had to like pick top 10, like shit, like Teen Wolf would probably be in my top 10.
And just a reminder, if you haven't seen our episodes before, Mirab doesn't think Toy Story is the OG Toy Story is S tier. Just keep that in mind. I'm never gonna forgive you for that.
He thinks Cars 3 is better than Toy Story, bro.
He thinks Cars 3 is better than the OG Cars, but
I can get behind that.
Cars 3 is like the best picture. Hands down.
No.
Like, in my opinion, my person, I told you this, Ishmael. We had this talk.
Cars 3 is the best Pixar movie.
Yes.
this is what we're dealing with here.
Yeah. All right.
But like going. So I guess like I think we can like finally now talk about like what we expect from season 2 and like and things there from there. So for season 2, personally, I'm very much looking forward for the lore of the TV show. Like I really want them to very much expand on the lore, especially like I mentioned before. Like there's like so many different types of psychics. Like, I want them to like specific. Why are there so many? Like I want to know like what makes a different psychic. Can like everybody like does psychics have like can they access all the powers that each of the psychics have, or like are they like specific to one like specific power, and why is that the case, and why aren't they like differentiated into like different types, so, same as like other types of like we saw like some of them like werewolves got like a lot of screen time. Vampires got a bit with Yoko, who's like Inyan's best friend, but like other than that, like there wasn't like much into it. Sirens got a lot of time with like a lot of the main characters. Well, with one of the main characters. I
hated her.
I mean, you barely get anything about like sirens in general, other than the fact that they've got that siren song to manipulate. They barely touch into their powers and everything, other than the fact that they've got like a cult going on in the back. You pretty much don't know anything.
That's not just sirens. That's everyone.
Yeah, they show it in the start. Like all the characters have their own group,
No, I think Shafkat's talking about the underground like place that you can go into.
Yeah, but like
Nevermore, whatever. Like I was talking about the interaction that the Bianca had with her mom.
Yeah, I guess, but like
Oh
yeah. Like I want to see
the cult.
Yeah, the cult that her mom's starting. So I'm pretty sure we'll get more into that later. But I want to see like about like more of like the that was like shown before. Like they show the faceless. Like I want to see what the fuck is like going on with them. Like they're just faceless humans. Are they like what's the name? Are they the Slender Man? Like I'm guessing they're based on the Slender Man, right? Because like they're all faceless and everything. I'm guessing they're like there's the shapeshifter we see with wings. So we want to know more about those too. There's like the vampires, obviously.
Who's like the Slenderman? Sorry.
The faceless folks. There's like some faceless people.
Yeah,
there's some faceless people.
Yeah. They barely get mentioned, and they end up at the edge of the screen for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no. Like I think Edith points them out for a bit for Wednesday. But like other than just a mention, just to mention. There's the avians, there's the botanicals.
But yes, like I think we get the overarching idea. Like we want to look at more of these character archetypes. For me personally, I'm not asking for much. I just want more of Morticia and Gomez screen time. Like they're honestly like great characters, and I know it's called Wednesday and everything, but I honestly think they should either get their own spin-off or way more screen time than they got. It was criminal.
I think
they
like
got treated.
the reason why they made it Wednesday is like so that they can make it into a franchise of Addams Family, and I think there will probably be like a Addams Family TV show.
If it doesn't get cancelled by then, but yeah, let's.
I don't think it will. I think there's a lot of money into
it. Like they already renewed it for season 3, so
I don't think it's getting past that.
It'll drag out. I think it'll just drag out and then lose interest.
It's like the most viewed TV show on Netflix at this point, and like if it's the most viewed, like
on top of Squid Games.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
because
I honestly don't see what people.
Yeah, there's a whole teen thing to it. This is very Gen Z. I thought a lot of it was kind of cringe when they said, "Oh, you got to get on Instagram, TikTok, and blah blah blah." And I thought that was so cringe. That's what made me hate Eden.
I remember like how big like Wednesday was in terms of like that dance clips are like going viral.
Yeah,
and
I like that. I like that though.
Yeah, it's.
I didn't like that. I don't like that.
I just even if like season 2 gets like a bit attention, and I'm pretty sure it will. Season 4 is definitely happening. I think it's gonna go up till season 5 at most. At least.
I don't want it to.
That's mine. That's
I don't want to watch it that long.
Yeah, season 3 already got renewed. If season 2 gets more interest, season 4 is gonna get like greenlit, and I think that it's probably gonna go to season 5 at least. Like that's my take on it. Yeah, I think.
Honestly, I give this show just as long as it takes for the Harry Potter series to come out. The one they've got sort of like filming at the moment.
Don't get
once it comes out, that could be its own episode in itself with time. But yeah, I just give it just as long as that comes out.
Dude, if like
I think that's on HBO.
The casting, I don't know. Like, I didn't like the casting. Like, I was actually okay with Hermione's casting. I thought that she was good.
Again, let's get back to today.
Yeah, okay.
Topic.
Well, yeah,
it's
I think like it's time to wrap up. So let's give it a rating for season.
I think Aaida and Ishmael didn't give their final thoughts yet.
Yeah, final thoughts.
I don't really have much final thoughts. I think I liked it.
What do you expect for season 2?
I don't know. I don't expect much. I don't expect to be watching season 2, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it was okay. It was like I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the second half, but I don't want to. Like, I might watch the first episode if it comes out and it's like, very hyped. But I don't know. I have much more things that I would rather watch than Wednesday.
Aaida?
Same. Honestly, 100% agree. But I just I don't want to watch it because, like, that was it for me. I'm like, okay, now I know it's a teen show. I know there's going to be all these tropes and I'm going to have to go through that. I don't really want to. I'll watch it just because if you really like it, Merab, I'll watch it for you. But, like, but I want more, like Shafkat said, want more Morticia Addams and just Addams Family. In season 1, whenever they had those, what's it called? The flashbacks of Wednesday just being a kid. I loved those. Those were so funny. Those are like, she's doing like really dark shit. So I really like that. So I want more of that. I want more of Wednesday. I think Jenna Ortega is amazing in this role. The casting is really good.
Jenna Ortega, like as an actor, like she's really good. Like, I think the first time I saw her was like the Babysitter 2. I forgot the name.
Really? Killer. That's the first time she was in You. Season 2 of You.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah, she was in You, right? I forgot.
Yeah, she was a kid. She was in Scream, the remake. Oh, she's a really horror girl. I like her.
Yeah, but now, I saw Scream and everything else later. But like, I'm saying, like the first time, like I knew Jenner was like from Killer Queen, which was a funny movie. Like it was supposed to be like a thriller, but I found it very funny.
It's not supposed to be thriller. It's supposed to be funny.
Really?
Yes. Man, you don't watch horror. None of you watch horror. None of you.
I watch every single horror movie. What are you talking about?
I just watch anime.
Yeah, I don't watch.
I don't we watched horror movies together. What are you talking about?
Which one? The Thing? No. What did we watch together? That wasn't even horror, Merab. Oof. Okay, never mind.
It was just disgusting.
Oh, I just don't want with Wednesday season 2. I don't want.
No, we watched a few horrors. We watched that one where they trapped that girl, those two girls in the
That
basement.
wasn't horror.
What was that?
That was suspense at
Was it
best. It was suspense.
Wait, what's
You
the
guys
one?
aren't even gonna name the movies. I think we should be back on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ida doesn't want to watch it. I don't want to watch it. Ida will watch it if Mera forces her to watch it. I think same for me. If Mera forces me to watch it, I'll have to watch it again. Maybe. Maybe Mehrab's the siren. Maybe that's what we're finding out from the show. Shafkat.
Shafkat,
Yeah, no,
interesting.
I don't think I'll be able to like take a long haul of like Wednesday anytime soon. If I do, it'll have to be after a long break. Similar to Ishmael, like if the first episode seems to be like really good, I might consider watching it, but not anytime soon, or at least not until I'm like really bored.
I think for Shafkat, I know what's gonna make him watch it, and it's Morticia Adams being on screen more.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
sure,
that was one of the
watch
two characters they wanted
Yeah.
more screen time off, so that's all like yeah works.
Shafkat's into older women.
That's a good
It's
thing.
a strange, but yeah.
Shafkat's into those cougars.
I
I mean,
it was
we're pretty
funnier when it
old,
was
you
the
know.
Subtext.
What?
I think it was funnier when it was the subtext, Mera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So, like, let's I guess wrap it up with the ratings. Personally, I like would give the show like a rating of like a 8.5, maybe a 9. Because I personally liked it. Like, I'm gonna watch. I'm excited for season 2 that's coming out soon.
I thought you didn't like the twist and everything of this show. You
But I know,
thought
I
it was
thought
very predictable.
It was pretty. I thought that I didn't like it.
Mera, I have
like,
one question for you. Is
Nowadays,
this
I can
better?
predict like most TV shows. I can predict
okay.
like most TV shows.
Mirab,
nowadays.
I just
watch
have
so
one
many.
question for you.
Yeah.
I have one question for you. Was this better or worse than Teen Wolf?
It's very different, but like Teen Wolf, like I have like a bigger attachment to it because I watched it as a kid and I like grew up kind of watching it from a kid. I don't know. It's a very different. Like if I watch Teen Wolf now, I'd probably cringe a bit of some of the scenes. But like I loved it as a kid, so like.
Okay. And then is this better or worse than Cars 3?
Oh no, for sure, Cars 3 is better. Cars 3 is definitely better. Cars 3 is a different emotion.
But it gets like a 9.5.
It's a 9. I said an 8.5 or a 9.
Okay. So okay.
Still very generous, extremely generous.
Very generous.
Shafkat, for you?
It's a 6 just because of how good the last 2 episodes were.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
7. Because I like the cinematography. And I like Tim Burton.
Yeah, I think what the show wanted me to do is watch more maybe Tim Burton stuff. I really like the set design and like the cinematography and stuff like that. But I think if I put those aside, I'm probably giving it a 5, maybe a 6 because of the cinematography and like the set design and everything. It was such a slog. It's an 8-episode series, and then if I'm only into it for the last 2 episodes, then I hated most of it. So yeah. 5 from me.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's understandable. Like it's like a lot of people's like not a lot of people's take. Like it's like
But also, like,
kind of,
we're like 27 now, so I mean, most of us are not gonna like teen stuff anymore.
I think I would have actually I liked the first episode, which is why I was more into. Liked the opening.
I think like we should watch White Lotus, and we should do that. Like, I think White Lotus is limited enough to not.
I watched
that?
White Lotus. I didn't
White
like White
Lotus-
Lotus.
Honestly, like White Lotus 1 is decent. 2 is really good, and 3 I recently finished, and it's pretty good as well. Like, I think it's quite relatable, and there's a good character tropes there as
How
well.
do you guys like White Lotus? I don't like it.
White Lotus is not bad. I think.
let us finish up on
But yeah.
Wednesday though.
Yeah.
I what I wanted to say is I think I liked the first the opening of it, and I think I would have enjoyed it more if it was like the Addams Family but in like a normal world. I think that would have made it very like funny and interesting. because it's like you'd see the contrast between normal people and them. But I think putting them in like a setting of all outcasts, while I enjoyed the Hogwarts aspect of it, it kind of took away the edge from like how weird the Adams family or like Wednesday Adams is. Like even Thing didn't look out of place, right? Like Thing was like, oh, it's just Thing, whereas like most people would see Thing and be horrified.
Yeah.
So I think I kind of missed that aspect of it, and I think if the show was more of that, I would have maybe enjoyed it more.
Yeah. Fair.
So I think are we calling it a day for Wednesday?
Yeah, I think that's about it. Like, does anybody have any other hot takes or anything else?
Hot takes on anything else?
Nuts.
Okay, I guess that's a wrap, guys. Hope you like our episode on Wednesday. Let us know if you want us to do something else, like something you guys would be interested in. And like and subscribe. See you guys. Bye.
Okay, take care. Bye.